My name is Cloi Geddes, and I'm here today speaking on behalf of the Alliance Council of Australia, a collective of 39 organisations representing 1.8 million Australians. We are committed to stopping the implementation of the WHO Pandemic Treaty and International Health Regulation amendments and protect the right of Australians to make decisions for Australia. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge the moment we're in. We've come together today in the shadow of events this week that shook us all. At least they certainly shaken me. I want to thank you for being here, for choosing to stand in the open, to speak and to listen, because that's what freedom is. The ability to debate and to discover new ideas and to understand opposing viewpoints without fear. What we saw this week was a symptom of something deeper, a culture that has come to treat ideas as dangerous, as if words themselves are weapons. A culture that cannot argue without calling each other threats is a culture that forgets what speech is for. If the conversation is outlawed, the conflict doesn't vanish, it changes form and costs us our humanity. That's why rallies like this one matter. That's why freedom of speech matters and the ability to explore a marketplace of ideas, because without it, we don't just lose our voice, we lose the very ground beneath us. We're all gathered here today because we have woken up to a hard truth. Our government is corrupt. Not just careless, not just misguided, corrupt. And nowhere is that clearer in the way they are handling the WHO Pandemic Treaty and IHR amendments. These agreements hand over decision-making power to unelected officials in Geneva. Our leaders promised to defend Australian sovereignty, but instead they've signed us up to surveillance, censorship and control. They've done it quietly, behind closed doors, with almost no media coverage, because they know if Australians saw the fine print, we would never allow it. Who benefits? Not us, not our families, not our farmers, not our workers. The only ones who gain are the same private funders and pharmaceutical giants who profit from every emergency. Hear, hear, brother. And our politicians, the ones who take your tax dollars and funnel them overseas to prop up these global bureaucrats, they are complicit. This is corruption in plain sight. It's the selling off of our sovereignty for the price of political convenience and foreign favour. But here's the difference between us and them. In the face of their corruption, we answer with integrity. In the face of their censorship, we speak louder. In the face of their disrespect, we double down on respect for each other, for our freedom and for our country. That is what makes us stronger than any threat we face. So let me speak directly to the government. You were elected to serve Australians, not the World Health Organization. You don't get to sell off our sovereignty like it's pocket change. We see you, we know who you serve, and we will hold you accountable. To the police, you were on the front lines of lockdowns. You were used as the blunt tool of these policies. You saw the damage they caused. Under these new treaties, you could be ordered to physically restrain people for medical testing and procedures, including forced vaccination. That is already written into law in WA. It is brutal and an abuse by the state towards its citizens. Do not let them use you again. And to Australians everywhere, this is the line in the sand. These treaties are not about health, they are about control. They are the back door for censorship, surveillance and digital ID. And if we don't push back now, we lose freedom of speech, freedom of choice and national sovereignty itself. This is government corruption, this is betrayal, and this is why we stand here today. Decisions about Australians and our country must be made by Australians, not by unelected officials and not by corrupt politicians who have forgotten who they serve. That's why the Alliance Council of Australia exists, to unite voices, to shine a light and to protect the freedoms of every Australian. Stand with us and together we stand for this country. Thank you.